Hello, good afternoon today. I'm going to use my favorite piece, which is called 3-pot and sauce pan. Look at this, the saladmaster 3-pot and sauce pan, and you can see, it's like this. It looks small, but it can contain a whole lot. Yeah. So I'm going to make stew without oil, and I'm going to use assorted meat. Look at the meat I'm going to use. This is cow foot and cow tail with turkey, yeah? And I'm going to use bell pepper and red and white onion. White onion is more of sweet, very sweet, and the red onion is more healthier. Then I'm going to use hot pepper, yeah? I'm also going to use celery for this cooking, yeah, just to season my meat. And I have this seasoning to use, and garlic and ginger blended cubed one, yeah. And then I will use these tomatoes for this stew. Now, before I start, for you to see how deep and big this 3-pot saladmaster 3-pot is, because I want to use it for my tomatoes. I'm not blending anything. Look at all this. We fit in here. I'll just hold it a little bit and it's close. I'll light my gas. A saladmaster will cook from medium heat to low when it clicks. So I'll on my gas. Yeah, this is high, right? And then I turn it to medium. The medium, I can put my hand halfway of it, and then I place the tomatoes to cook. And then I will do my meat. I'll put all the ingredients I need to use in the meat, and then allow it to cook. I will just chop the onion and everything, put it in and cover it. No opening up. Now, I want to show you what happened with the tomatoes I filled the 3-pot with. Just look at the tomatoes. All the water has gone down. It has turned like this, yeah? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it in the blender and blend the entire tomatoes. Now, if you can see, the vapor is clicking in the meat. I want to add the other meat to it to cook them together. So what I'll do, I'll pop in the turkey inside them, cover it, and leave them to cook together. Now I'm going to blend the tomatoes for the cooking. Okay, so I'll put the tomatoes in the blender. This is just to make my stew so quick without having to overcook it again. At this point, I'll put everything to cook together with what? With the meat. We'll do the blending, 2-time blending. Let's see. So, I want you to see my making stew without oil. Now, if you look at my stew, I'm using 7-pot for this stew. This is the normal piece I normally use for our soup and our stew. So I'm making this stew for the entire family. There's no single oil here. The oil you can find here is the oil in this meat, which is a lot of oil. So what I will do now, I'll put all my tomatoes straight in here. Now see the quantity. If you look down the pan, you will see oil flowing. These are oil from the meat, not from any kind of pan or anything. No saturated oil or even a healthy oil. These are oil from this meat naturally. So I'll put everything together inside the 7-pot pan. I will cover it and let it cook very well. When the tomato and the meat blend and dry little, I'll put in my curry, my other seasoning, and let it flow for it. For the purpose of today's show, I wanted to show you how I use my lovely clay pot. Put all my 1 bowl of tomatoes here, and then drain the water in the tomatoes in here with 3 pot and church pan, and then use this drained tomatoes, blended it, and make my nice pot of stew without a single drop of oil. And the stew is ready to go. Look at my stew without a single drop of oil. Can you see how nice looking my stew is? And I have already prepared in my MP5, we call it Bad Girl, and I made my white rice with vegetable that will go with this stew. And I come to the end of today's show. If you have your 3 pots with church pan in your home, please, this can do a lot of work for you in cooking. You can steam, you cook your yam here, steam your rice, do whatever you want to cook. Just like I use it and drain all the water in the tomatoes and make my pot of stew without a single drop of oil. Please like my videos, subscribe to our channel, and I will give you updates from time to time. Love you.